everyone, and welcome to another episode of This Week in Eorzea, the hour-long Final Fantasy XIV news and discussion show hosted by us. I'm Debbie, and joining me as always is Pyra, an intellectual. Yeah. Welcome.
Something like that. I'm the other half of us, so welcome.
I hope everyone's having a fantastic Monday. We've got so much to cover with the live letter, so we're just going to get right into it. We're going to dive onto the lodestone and see what they've got up there before moving on to the main attraction. First, they have some things that they've kind of... Every time they have a live letter, they try to sell us something, right?
Every single time.
Every single time.
It works like 20% of the time on me.
It does. What do you think about this one, though? The Alphino Alizé earring.
Gorgeous. Also $400, which makes it a lot less.
Is that true?
$400 US. Would I buy it if we're $40 US? Yes. 400. I'm not the target audience for this, so.
Yeah, no. Okay, pass. $40 is the amount they'll charge me to ship it to Canada. I can't pay that on top of it. No. But if you do have a lot of disposable income and want an ear cuff, there you go. They also have a Chronicles of the Light book to buy. It's on pre-order. It will be released Thursday, October 7th. This is their collection of short stories, most of which can be found for free on their website. But they put them together in an anthology and add some illustrations to it and allow you to purchase it. So if you want to get your pre-orders in for that. Oh, no. Okay, the digital is scheduled to release October 7th, the physical December 16th. So you can get the digital version too.
Yeah, which is good. And if you're looking for physical edition for that's going to come out right before the holidays.
There you go.
If you really want to get something, thinking a little bit far ahead, but could be a good Christmas gift, not gonna lie.
Maybe you know a Final Fantasy XIV player who would enjoy a themed gift. Exclusive stories include how Godbert met his skillet-wielding wife Julian in Behind Every Manderville Man, which is exactly what I think we talked about last week, so
yeah.
There you go. So, I mean, that's kind of nifty. The illustrations are cute. If you want a book... I didn't check the price on this, though, so I can't tell you.
I didn't either, but looking now, the hardcover is $24.99 and the digital is $14.99 US.
Oh, hey, it's book price.
It's normal. We can do it.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not a baby cat.
Duty Commenced. The next episode of Duty Commenced, the North American Community Teams live show, is set for Wednesday, June 25th. They will recap the PLL, just like we're doing today, but it's official. Don't know. It'll be Wednesday, June 25th at 3 p.m. PDT on the Final Fantasy Twitch channel. Oh, they have another giveaway. There you go. One of 10 Gigatender figurines.
That's adorable.
It is adorable. You have to be watching the Twitch live stream, though. And you have to be part of the United States or Canada. Hey! Actually, that thing's kind of cute. I would like it. I try to tune in when I can, so that's another one I'm gonna try. In commemoration of the 10th anniversary of Heavensward, they have a necklace. This one, I might. This is a giveaway from Monday, June 23rd, today, to Monday, June 30th.
Ooh.
Oh, I already entered. That's right. I saw this morning, and on my lunch break, I went and I entered. Super easy. You just go to the Gleam promotion page and you follow them on Twitch and X and YouTube, and you get entries into this draw. Yeah. Gorgeous.
It is so gorgeous. I believe that's one that Yoshi P always wears too. Like his Hershafont shield necklace.
Yeah. So if you're interested, make sure you check out the rules and you go and apply to potentially win it. And then for UK players, the Unending Journey's next episode is Friday, June 27th. You can join them on Chaos, and they'll be recapping the live letter before heading to the Occult Crescent and going on some unspecified adventure there. So if you have a UK character and want to join them, again, another opportunity to talk about the live letter with other excited individuals. Is that everything, or did you have something else?
I think that was it, except for kind of like a upcoming date announcement.
Ooh, what's that?
On top of that, so it is very small. However, between tomorrow, so between 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or I believe that's 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, it's going to be a 4-hour All Worlds maintenance. So please look forward to that if you are trying to do any last-minute weeklies, or you're trying to get your last things in before reset tomorrow. Servers will be down for about 4 hours, so don't be alarmed if you try to get in the middle of the night and the servers are down. It is a planned maintenance.
Okay, yeah, this looks like they'll be fixing the text issues in the Occult Crescent for French and German languages. I still don't know exactly what went so terribly wrong there, but it's a problem and they're fixing it right now.
Please look forward.
Please look forward to it. Okay, so we're going to move straight into the hot topic, talk about the live letter. There's a lot to cover here. I'm going to pull it up on the screen. Yoshi P started by apologizing. You know it's going to be a good live letter when they start with an apology. It honestly feels like it hasn't happened in a while. So it may have been some time coming. They apologize that the quality of service feels like it's declined recently, that there have been a lot of bugs they've had to hot fix, and that there are some issues that maybe make it seem like they've gotten too comfortable. So they're going to be working on getting back to better, which is fantastic. They started even like the first hour, 40 minutes to an hour of this live letter was them answering and addressing concerns about the cosmic exploration and Occult Crescent content. I'm like, that's the word.
That one.
The Forked Tower cast names were wrong. Yeah, they compared it to the whole starboard and larboard thing from Omega. So yeah, I can see that.
Oh God, yeah. I think they technically did that too. They had that recently. This is not even the first time. Or the Chaotic Alliance, right? The Chaos. One of the mechanic names were backwards, and then they changed it. And I haven't been back since they changed it, so I know I'm gonna get it wrong because they did it backwards.
Yeah, I mean, back in the olden days, we used to just adjust because there were some really weird things like that, and we're like, oh, okay, it's just trying to trick us, but we're smarter than that. Now it's like, oh, they were accidents that we just kind of got used to. Okay. I wish I could enter the Forked Tower with a preformed alliance. The survey says they're going to fix that. We will implement a feature in patch 7.3 that allows for a pre-made alliance of 48 players to queue into the same instance at the same time. So, congratulations. I mean, this was a problem. I've been in a couple of instances now where people are hanging out, either waiting for the tower to spawn or trying to get everyone into the same zone, and there's been various issues. So, this is a good thing. This is a good thing. I wish there was a normal and savage version of the Forked Tower like there was with Delubrum Reginae. This one, they didn't have the budget.
Oh.
Yeah, so the simple answer on why we didn't have a normal and savage version is cost. I know this doesn't matter for the customer. We weren't able to do this for this instance, but for future instances of Occult Crescent, we'll try to have both.
I think that's one of the first direct quotes that they've had about like, we couldn't afford it.
Yeah, so this was kind of alarming to me to hear, especially since we're talking about this content is intentionally hard, and you've trapped casual elements like triple triad cards behind it. So they don't address it here, but the hope is that they'll find another way to address that for people who maybe find it inaccessible at its current difficulty. When the Magic Pat and Happy Bunny coffers only contain materia and fireworks, the rewards feel inadequate for the effort. Every single time for me, almost. Every single time. I don't know if you've had much luck with coffers, but...
No. The most luck I've had is that stupid haircut that no one wants.
So Yoshi was like, but we had every coffer give Gil. And then he continues like, our understanding of how rewarding that feels has been off. Yeah. Sorry, Yoshi. It's been off. No one sees Gil as a reward anymore. We're discussing how to change this, so it will be looked at. Maybe we have given rewards from coffers that have been too good in the past. This also got me. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think our expectations are too high and we need to like...
I think we've flown too close to the sun, especially when you consider like maps and how lucrative. Like, I feel like coffers are either just like that crap in dungeons, or it's like highly lucrative. And so, like, even seeing some gold coffers, and it's like, whoa, that's the highly lucrative one, and you get like, I got a rock. Like, it's just like, it hits different. Where if I think we didn't get those big lucrative coffers outside of this type of content, we'd be like, ooh, shiny. But we kind of flew too close to the sun.
Yeah. Enemies in the fates can be defeated too quickly. Unless you're paying close attention, a fate may be completed before you've even arrived. He kind of explains that, yeah, that's just got to happen. Like, you have to balance it one way or another. And he's balancing it in favor of smaller instances with fewer people. So they want it to still be able to be completed with a small number of people. And if that means it maybe dies too quickly in a full instance with a lot of people, it's better than people being in an instance and not being able to complete that content. So that's kind of what he's trying to explain here is they can try to adjust it, but it's only going to be like a small micro adjustment because they can't change it too much, which I completely understand. Please increase the drop rates for Demi-Atma and Soul Shards. He's like, nope. So the critical engagement drop rate is 20%, fate drop rate is 5%. And they're saying that the A Realm Reborn Atmas at the beginning had a 2% drop rate. So essentially, they've upped the chances to a point where they feel if they upped it anymore, it would lose value. So they're not going to change it at this time. I understand. Even though it took me what feels like forever to get my relic done, I wouldn't have changed that. Because it wasn't forever. It was like 3.5 weeks. And if I had gotten it all done the first day, it wouldn't have had any value to me. So I appreciate that it happened and that I had to work for it.
Mm-hmm.
The window for Auroral Mirages is too short, making it impossible to get there if you were in a critical encounter. They've changed that. So now the Fork Tower weather will only happen in between critical engagements. It will kind of appear in its own little window, and so people can do it without fear. Because, I mean, people were just kind of standing around waiting because they were afraid to do anything else. So now you can do something.
This just reminds me of Endwalker. Chi in 7 minutes. I think that was the meme, and You'd wait there for 45 minutes, an hour and a half, like, this is never gonna pop.
Yeah, exactly. So now you can do other things. You can work while you wait. Moving on to cosmic exploration. He's gonna let us mount. He's gonna let us use mounts in the cosmic exploration zones. You'll be able to mount up from the start in the new zones as well. I didn't mind not being able to mount, but maybe that's because I'm a grandmother player who is used to that from A Realm Reborn. It didn't matter to me. But it seemed like a rather arbitrary decision. There was no reason why mounting would hurt or not hurt the content, so yeah. Please increase the time limit for missions. They are looking at increasing the time limit for some missions, not all of them, but there were some that were extremely tight on time. And so they've loosened it up a bit. Please make the mission report window open automatically. It now will. All these changes, of course, coming in 7.3. As of 7.3, it will. They say it will change in the future. It should have from the start, they admit. Please make it so your GP is fully restored after completing gathering missions. They're going to give you back the GP that you used in that mission, and cast timers for cordial will reset. Which is kind of a good, yeah, that's a good feeling. Okay, I get, that's fine. Oh, sorry, Zoom, I just saw your comment now. Yes, to be clear, all of this is an upcoming change. Yeah. Please make it easier to understand when sequential missions are available. These you might not even seen. You go into your stellar mission log and there's a tab you can click on that will show you any missions you have that are follow-ups from the missions you've done, which is not something you would see unless you intentionally went looking for it. So now they're, making it easier to see. We will improve this. And making projects easier to successfully complete is going to happen too for servers, worlds that are having population issues and difficulty completing those. So there'll be sort of a follow-up to a failed project. Please keep the relative positioning of shops and NPCs constant. They said they were going for aesthetic over that, so they will try to keep it that way in the future. I haven't been there enough lately to know how much it's changed, but I know when I saw it briefly, it looked very, very different. So yeah, if you're used to running in a direction for a particular NPC, they might not be there anymore. And having holograms from the beginning. And adding more incentive to continue playing once we've finished the tool enhancement. They say they will improve this for future releases. And they'll be adding retainer bells.
Hooray!
Listen, I always need access to my retainers. It's how I have any space at all. Please make it easier to get to the cosmic exploration base. Listen, they're not getting rid of Driving Way, but they could come up with some sort of Aetheryte ticket to get us to Driving Way, which is what they're thinking. There'll be sort of a teleport ticket to Driving Way, but he will still have a job. There'll be no Loprit job loss as a result of this. Right.
They're unionized. We can't touch them.
Right, exactly. You better believe they are. My God. Okay. With all that out of the way, that's everything they addressed. With the current content that they will be improving, now we can go on to the really fun stuff, which is the new content that will come out. There is, of course, more MSQ. So this is apparently the end of Dawn Trail. This patch content is the ending of the Dawn Trail story and the beginning of what we're going to see next. The Promise of Tomorrow. Do you think they use promise like as a dual meaning here? Like promise and then the promise being the leader of Tyrell?
I didn't even think of that, honestly, but I think that it's a good parallel, like a good observation, honestly.
There you go.
It's so weird to think that this is the end of Dawn Trail. Like, the MSQ, like the major... I don't know. I feel like it just launched yesterday, but then also this Saturday will be a year from early access, which is just how did that happen?
Yeah. No, time has absolutely flown. I'm really though looking forward to what's coming next. As excited as I was for Dawn Trail, it's like, yeah, okay, Dawn Trail was fine. Let's move on. Let's go do something else. Yeah, I'm already getting hyped for the something else. We got a couple of screenshots here. The first one, of course, being Sphene with a book, with a summoning book or a scholarly book. We don't know. This is my favorite. Like, what are you doing, man? Okay. And then our new villain.
Our new Asahi is what I feel like I'm getting from this kid.
He hurt us. Not a lot of villains actually hurt us. He hurt us. But yeah, we're not gonna get probably any more information than that. He said he can't do anything spoilery, so that's probably all the everything we're gonna get before the patch on the MSQ. New allied society will be crafters. The Yakoi.
Look at that outfit.
I hope really... that's glam.
Oh. I think it was like, hey, we updated the graphics. Did you see these intricate patterns on this Yakoi's very prominent belly?
I like it. And the different color metallic sheen. Very nice. Is it minion mount?
I believe. What was the words? The minion, you will see. The mount. You think this is the mount? You will see.
Okay, and those are crafter quests. Even more. I haven't done the last ones, but even more Hildebrand.
Admittedly, me neither.
I do feel bad about that. I need to get on it, but I was a cult crescenting. Oh, isn't that guy from Shalone?
Yeah, I believe so. Oh. Well, that's where Hildy is going next, I guess.
The new dungeon. The Meso Terminal.
Mm-hmm.
Everything just looks so advanced. I don't know. Mall-like?
Well, this is the same color scheme as the, oh gosh. I've done this twice this week. What's our last zone? What's the name of our last zone? This is my old lady brain farting.
Oh. Oh god, this is horrible. This is absolutely horrible.
Do we
Come
even
on.
play
Come
this
on,
game?
something memories. I don't know.
Unending. No. My gosh, I swear to God, I'm finding a nursing home after this live stream. It's been one of those weeks.
Oh man. Yeah, I get what you're saying though. I get what you're saying.
Yes, it is that of the final zone.
Oh, that's kind of like an old.
I may or may not be googling living memory.
Living memory,
like mine. Like mine, which is a dying memory.
Yeah,
this interested me the most.
A new child?
The question marks. There's just question marks. That is definitely a statue from living memory. And this is the most Yoshi P said that he will be showing. So we're getting another letter from the producer live before patch 7.3. But this is as much as they can and will show us because of spoilers.
Wow.
So
we got nothing.
I'm hyped. I am so hyped. Yep. Like Asumbo just said, there's our trial boss, the statue.
It wouldn't be the first time we fought a statue, but
we fought so many things.
What is this? Sandoria!
When I first looked at it, I was like, look, we're going to Disney World! I mean, Sandoria!
It was last week. We talked about our starting zones. We talked about Gridania, and we talked about Ul'dah, and how the music just takes you there. And I said I still get that way about the Sandoria music from 11. Then the next day, we got like Sandoria as the next raid, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna kill me. I am gonna spend forever in this raid. If it's got that music, it's gonna have the music. It's gonna have the music. This has my heart. I need a moment, but. And I think, yeah, there's just a couple more photos, but it's like, there's not a lot here.
Yeah, I think they like treaded very lightly, whether it's because this is the first of two kind of like live letters before the patch, or if they just really want to keep spoilers like minimal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're trying to be really light on the spoilers, but at least it's not like a long way out. It's the beginning of August. We've got a month and a bit, like month and a half.
Yeah, because I think right now the speculation is August 5th.
Yes. Which conveniently, I'm on vacation that week, so.
Beautiful. Inconveniently, I'm on vacation the week before.
Oh, boo.
Oh well. Could probably change it. Maybe we'll change it. We'll see.
New Unreal, Wreath of Snakes.
Yeah, Siryu. This guy.
I don't think I ever really understood that first fight, you know?
Which first fight?
The normal one.
Oh. I'll take you in there. Don't worry. I got you. I'm a pro. So this is actually the first. This is the last and the first. For me, it's the first fight that I got to fully complete at PAX during the battle challenge. So I have an I Beat Siryu shirt, which is pretty fun. And then this is actually the last Stormblood trial that we're getting an Unreal of. So next after this is going on the show. If they keep up with the subsequent trials.
Okay. Well, I didn't get to really do the Suzaku Unreal the way I wanted to. I think I went in there a couple of times, but never even cleared. So here's another opportunity for Debbie to start doing Unreals like I always say I'm gonna do.
Same though, and I have no excuse. Literally none.
But we've got a new treasure map.
How do you say this name, Debbie?
I don't know. I've heard people say it One Iron, but that doesn't seem to be right. Like Oniron seems to be the way I would say it. But what do you think?
I don't know. I've said it 80 different ways, and in my patch 7.3 like info videos, I'm like, I don't know how to say this. Oniron. I'm like, it's a weird word. I'm like, what is this word? Where is its origin? Can you use it in a sentence?
Right. Yeah, I mean, I guess if we go, it should be, I was gonna say, if it doesn't have a direct Japanese translation, if you watch the YouTube video, Yoshi should say it. But if it has a direct Japanese, translation, then he'll be using the Japanese instead. But apparently, there's some new mini games in the treasure dungeon. He says maybe it raps, maybe it's a DJ, we don't know. But there should be some like extra little something something to make these maps spicy.
I'm excited.
Oh, I am
the
so
moon
excited.
I went to the moon and got some DJing lessons from the operas.
And right, what makes me the most excited about maps is I do it every Friday with a group of people, sign up in the Discord, and so it's always just like a community event getting in. And especially for a new map, it's like all the new loot and all the new like things to see and the crazy stuff that happens. Like it is such an event. So I'm really excited about this one. Cutter's Cry is joining duty support. And like I thought pretty much everything was on duty support, but yeah, I guess Cutter's Cry go.
I think they're like slowly building up the list. So it's like I think it's kind of like every patch they're trying to do like a couple like okay, here you go, have fun.
Yeah. But I mean it is completing the list. Like they've done all the MSQ dependent ones and now they're just filling in the optional ones. So for people who do want to get through the game solo, you can do that in a more complete way now. New Crystalline Conflict Arena. The Bayside Battleground.
I love this. I love like PLL and just like that vibe and like I love that as like honestly one of my favorite zones of Dawn Trail, and so seeing this like very much gives me that same like Turali vibe. I love it. I can't wait.
I actually find myself looking at it like trying to figure out where everything is. I guess this kind of gives you a better view. It's like the crystal starts there and then the homes are there, halfway is there. There's like some speed ramps to get places. Yeah.
It would be cool if it was like instant, like not instant. So like if you were in like Tuliolal to do something, you could just watch. I know they'll never do that, but it would be cool to be able to just like go to your retainer bell, but then look up and see them doing all the crystalline conflict stuff.
Totally. Like they have that ability in custom matches to have people join as spectators. But I wish they would expand that. Like maybe if I'm just doing nothing, I want to go watch some matches, you know?
That would be fun.
They will allow duo queues now in casual. In unranked, in casual, they will allow duo queues, so you don't have to queue alone.
I wish they would have done that years ago. But if anything, I'm so happy that they're doing that now.
Wait, what's going on here, Reddit? We had a lot of feedback that players were scared of going alone, and there's clown emojis and eggplant emojis. Like, what is that about? Okay, but moving on.
You are something.
New crystalline tiers are added. So they already had bronze, silver, gold, platinum. Is crystal new?
Next slide.
Next slide.
What exists?
Oh, this is what exists. Oh. Oh no.
What didn't exist.
Okay, they're adding Omega and Ultima.
I've retired from my like PvP lifestyle. I feel like I did more of that back in the feast, and I've hung up my ranked coat for now.
It's not easy. Like, I mean, I've done it fairly regularly before, and I've gotten to like end of silver, beginning of gold, but I've not gotten anything past that.
I love PvP in not just Final Fantasy, but like in games in general. PvP is one of my favorite things, and also I know that I shouldn't raise my blood pressure to a certain point. So I have to stay away from PvP in certain settings because I do get angry, and I try not to Hulk out.
It's fair. That's fair. Okay. After you reach Crystal, your rank up-down will be determined by Crystal credit. So, if you're interested in PvP, you're gonna have to do some thorough reading of the patch notes because there's some crazy stuff going on here. We've got a new planet in Cosmic Exploration. New Cosmic Exploration star, Faina. You know, for those of you who are already tired of the moon. No, it looks gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. I can't wait to check it out. I don't know how ready I am with everything else for another cosmic exploration grind. Because I mean, we're not even halfway through. Like, there's so much more. But this will be on my list eventually. Just probably not at the beginning. What do you think?
I'm glad that they're adding something new because for someone like me who's not super into crafting and gathering, like, I haven't even touched cosmic exploration in several weeks now. I think this will keep folks like myself busier, where I know I'm probably, like, as long as I don't have to fulfill like every single nook and cranny of like the first planet, it will be fun to like come to a new planet to like keep it fresh so that it feels like I want to come back. So I'm actually excited for this. Like, on one hand, it may be too soon. I think it also kind of depends how many planets they choose to put into this type of content, honestly.
What do they say? Like 4?
I don't remember, if I'm quite honest. 4 sounds right, I think.
I mean, I think, like you said, like, this would be kind of taking the place of the moon. For people who play casually, you would just hop in and you would start kind of right back where you're going, where you come from, where you left off. But for the relics, I think you might have to go back to the moon to start there. You want to chill on that spaceship. I love this photo. Like, I am in love with this photo. This, like, it reminds me of Final Fantasy X. When you're on the, you know, the deck of the ship with Sid, and this is very Final Fantasy.
Is this the real way that we're going to go back to the different shards? Is via Loperate travel? All this time, Yashola was looking for all these things, and really all she needed the whole time was Loperates?
Listen, Loperates is the reason for everything. Loperates is the answer. Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Exploration and survey of a new star begins. Further enhancements to cosmic tools, new rewards, the starward standing Stella, as well as the star contributor status and effect will also be available. And the holograms will be available from the start. We will also continue to listen to the feedback to try to get a great experience for the players.
It's new content. They're bound to have to change some stuff up, so yeah, it's good to see that they're continuing to improve it.
New phantom weapon? Step?
The next slide is my reaction after seeing this man after all these years.
Okay. I've already seen a meme. I've shared it in Discord. That's the feel. That's the feel right there.
It's like, listen, I like Relic. I have a love-hate relationship, right? Like, the grindiness is just, I love it, I hate it, everything, and so this is very much my face. And it's like, I'll still do the content. I'm so not mad at the content. However, this is it.
Yeah. This was the new deep dungeon. they kind of showed some photos here, and then they're like, oh, by the way, new deep dungeon.
I'm so excited for this. I want to know more, though. I feel like I don't know anything yet about this, but... Ugh. The weapons are cool. Deep dungeon's fun.
They kind of... Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go.
Oh, okay. They kind of do a little explanation here of what is a deep dungeon for maybe someone who's never done them before. I guess they're trying to get kind of more people into that sort of content. Yeah, so this is kind of the introduction to it, and it's all like, okay, really kind of dark, red weapons, really, really kind of, you know, dark themed. But then they start showing the actual deep dungeon, and it's all like super happy Ilmeg.
I'm so stoked.
Which doesn't really seem to fit the same theme we just saw like a couple moments ago. But...
And the first outdoor deep dungeon?
Yes.
What do they say? More long than deep?
Yeah, like it's not tall and it's not deep, it's long. In order to get into it, you must complete Endwalker and progress to floor 50 of the Palace of the Dead. So if anyone needs it in my Discord, let me know, because we can get some runs out of the way before then to make sure people can get into it, because this, along with maps, is going to be content I'll be doing pretty much right away. They've added a little spice on the end, though. It's like after you defeat floor 99 boss, you can do it again, but harder. Because that's what I was thinking when I passed Eureka Orthos, was, hey, let's do this again, but harder. Just the one battle can be challenged at level 100 with a party of 4. It's kind of like a extreme version of the boss.
Yeah. The way I heard it, that sounded really good too, is like, I feel like they took some of the feedback from like Variant and Criterion dungeons and like said like, okay, so like maybe this is something that people kind of want in this type of content, where it's just like, here's one option that you can do that's totally not necessary, but also it's there if you want to do harder content in that way. So
yeah,
I don't hate it.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it. I loved doing Eureka with a party. We got through it. We got the mount. Super cool. Can't wait to do it again. Can't wait to see what like the mount is and everything.
Yeah, I love Deep Dungeon. So like I'm very excited for this. And Ilmeg is one of my favorite Shadowbringers zones. So I can't wait. Also,
all we got is this tiny photo here of part of the last boss. I can't even really fit it properly on the screen, but that's it.
From what I'm hearing, so based on like the little part that you can see, that's definitely a Sin Eater. Hands down a Sin Eater. One person said it looks like the Sin Eater from, I think, the Tank Quest or something like that. Speculation that in my community, at least, they're wondering if that's going to be part of Vothri and something to do with that storyline, if they would want to reintroduce that. So
maybe.
I'm very curious which way they lean with this.
They have the Sin Eaters that look like this in his dungeon, which is Mount Gulg. So maybe. Yep. That's a it's a decent guess. It's better than anything I could have come up with. So
it's like, it's just a theory, but this is the type of stuff I love, the theory crafting of just like how deep can we go, or like how much can we like weave this picture of what we think may be. So I'm excited to speculate for the next couple months.
Fair enough. Okay, they are working on the next Ultimate, but it will not be in 7.3.
Thank God.
I was like, how is your reaction, Raider? Oh my God.
Listen, I haven't gone through. I'm still getting through Savage. I haven't gone like I did halfway through. I'm just starting DSR. I got plenty to do. Like, so we can wait till 7.5. Like, we're good. I'm good.
Oh man. Chat bubble feature is finally coming out.
Debated. That's how I felt watching this live. Just like, hey, it's coming out. Wait, under active development.
It will be possible to select which chat modes show up as bubbles, like only party chat, only shout chat. It will be off by default, so you have to turn it on if you want it. And you can disable it for battle. So it's like they knew it is something that people could abuse, and they've kind of minimized the damage as much as they can. So,
and from what I believe they've said too is that it's pretty much done, but like the implementation needs to be worked on. So, from what I was gathering watching the live letter, live, was that it's not 100% guaranteed for patch 7.3, but they're working on it. So it's like it's an active development currently.
Plus, it only shows like a very limited amount of text, like 1 to 2 sentences. They made the example. I think they said it here. It's like a body on the floor with a bubble saying healer LB or saying I'm a healer res me, or something like that. That is like people don't have to read the text box to be able to communicate to one another if there's a lot of stuff going on. But again,
yeah, it's just if somebody's dead. Father help.
It depends on like the player having it enabled and having it enabled during combat and all that sort of stuff. So it's just a little floofy thing. Yeah. Set to display 1 line or 2 lines of text. Text will be truncated upon reaching a certain word count, so things will be cut off. Speaking of things cut off, Hrothgar and Vieira hats. Various headgear will now display on Hrothgar and Vieira characters. Further support for headgear, including helmets, will be added in future updates. But there we go.
6 years. I've been waiting 6 years.
Not only that, but you can choose whether or not to display ears on certain headpieces as a visor function. So you can tuck your ears in, or you can poke holes in the hat and have them come out. They've added an on-off subcommand to the visor toggle for your ears.
Which is more than I could have asked for. I could have dealt with, like, you get one option, and that's all you get. So the fact that they're giving us, like, a toggleable option for certain hats, I'm like, I respect that. That's extra credit.
Will people use this to flash their ears at us? Yes, absolutely they will. There'll be a Vieira with just their ears blinking. Of course there will be.
Oh my god, people will probably set macros. Beep, beep, beep.
This is terrible, but yes, good point.
I say people, I am people, probably.
Another thing popping in and out of hats is apparently hair. Now they have bangs being visible in hoods. So this is current. If you wear a hood, your hair is tucked in. This is in the future. Your hair comes out.
Oh. It looks so different too. It's such a minor change, but it actually looks a lot different.
It's not something I ever actively thought about in game. I was never like, oh my god, it's so frustrating that my hair isn't showing. But now that I have the option, yeah, okay, it looks good.
from one of my fellow Vera friends, the speculation, unless they did confirm it, which I'd have to double check, but is that like the same issue that messed up like Vera being able to wear hats is the same issue of this. So I think it was just kind of like, we're in here fixing the spaghetti code anyways, we might as well just do this too, since we'll probably have to touch the same thing. So
yeah, no, that makes sense. It was kind of a fix one, automatically fix the other sort of thing.
Yeah.
The whiteboard feature is not for 7.3, but it has not be forgotten. So they give us this little thing like, hey, remember this that we worked on? We're still working on it, but please be excited because we put so much time and money into it. You have to use it, but no one will. Okay, have you ever used the whiteboard? Do you think it's a good idea? Will you ever use it in the future? It's clearly a rating feature to help people coordinate, but
I'm excited for it because I'm excited for it, and there are so many like third-party websites that people are already using because we've been lacking a system like this. So I'm excited to have one in game. I wonder if the community is going to adjust to it or just stay with what they're doing. Because like right now we have like there's a new one that I've been seeing people use all the time, like I guess it's not technically this, but like WTF DIG, so like where the F do I go is one. There's like raid plan, or I don't know, there's like a bunch that people currently use, and the fact that they're gonna have this in-game where you can have it on your screen during a fight and that you can share it with people, I think it's got good promise. So I'm actually curious. I would definitely want to use this if possible.
Okay, that's a glowing endorsement. Actually, that's more than I thought. So if it works,
a little too late. Yeah, if it works, and it's like to me, it's also going to depend on how robust it is. Like, I would rather them make it and delay it further, but make it robust and make it comparable to what third-party kind of like websites people use. Because if it's not as good as those, it's kind of like Fellowships. It's never going to take off the ground. It is just going to always be like, hey, remember that thing that they tried and it didn't work?
Yeah, for sure.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. So they're looking for a way to like share them amongst people, and so people can agree on one that will be used instead of everyone having their own whiteboard on what's going on.
Perfection.
So
that's the type of stuff where I'm like, good. I'm glad that they're working on that before just going live with it, because that is so crucial to like PF and static rating, honestly.
Yeah. Look forward to it. Functions under consideration. Functionality to display the board where desired, including during battle. Option to highlight specific jobs. Ability to set up multiple schemes for a single duty, and option to share with others. Housing. Oh, yes. That is the please look forward to our next PLL, where we will talk about working on increasing the number of objects you can place in your house.
How about working on increasing the internal size of your house? Like we promised!
Well, maybe if they're increasing the number of items you can put into your house, they're increasing the size, maybe?
Maybe.
So that's kind of Yoshi's like, please look forward to it. So I imagine the next PLL is going to be like a week or two before the patch drops. So what is this anyway? Summer Festival of Light. Oh, in Japan.
Yeah. I guess there's going to be like a live mystery event taking place in the venue with a photo spot. And there's also going to be like a pop-up Eorzea cafe here. So it's only for 3-4 days, something like that. It looks like it's kind of taking... I don't know if it's taking the time during another event that's happening, but if you're in if you're in Japan next month, between those dates, check it out, especially if you've always wanted to see like Eorzea Cafe, because it looks like
I've always wanted to go to Eorzea Cafe.
Me too. That is like 98% of the reason I want to go to Japan. Maybe not exactly 98, but like over 75% of the reason I want to go to Japan.
What are these? Oh, cookies.
I think they're like cookies.
Cookies.
It's probably gonna be at the event. Aren't they adorable?
I could make those. I mean, no, I'm not that great at decorating, but it doesn't look extremely hard.
It looks like sugar cookies decorated. Yeah.
That's the ear cuff we've talked about already. Oh, does it have the price on it? No. No, of course not. But it's available. Release date is approximate March
2026 or later. Oh, and then Yoshi P tried it on.
Yoshi P, yeah.
That screen clip was like not the choice.
New merchandise. Stickers. Doman Mahjong t-shirt. Now that's gonna be the coolest item this year. Yeah.
but exclusive to Japan, which is like, okay, you know your audience.
Yeah. They've got Square Enix pop-up store. They've got their camping stuff still on order. The book that we talked about already. The photo book. This is just their like merchandising part of the stream. They're hiring. The primals are all sold out. Sold out.
And was this like an additional thing that they added on because they sold out? This is the part where I wasn't able to watch at the end, but it's like, and then of course they had to do a funny skit because Soken was like, okay, so we're recording this, and they're like, no, we're live. He's like, no, we're recording. But yeah, they're doing a show in November now, it looks like. November 29th.
This is special. Yeah, this one is apparently special.
With Jason Charles Miller's gonna be there, who of course is our singer of a lot of the songs in the past couple of expansions.
Okay. I'm like, I don't know the name. I
mean, think of Whispers, which is not the close.
Okay.
Think of Close in the Distance. Think of the Warrior of Light song, that fight, Elidibus. Can't think of the name of the actual song.
Final Fantasy 16 is on Xbox and Microsoft Store.
Yep. So it's finally made its way over to Xbox. And they also, for Final Fantasy 16, have this pre-orders going on for a book. So it kind of seems like Encyclopedia Eorzea, but it's for the 16 crowd. So Logos. So the World of Final Fantasy 16 lore book. Release dates,
I would probably get it.
It does look cool. And it'll be March 2026 for English version.
Okay. So that's kind of around my next birthday. It's fine.
There you go.
Okay, but this is the thing. This is the thing.
Tactics.
September 30th releasing. They're accepting pre-orders. I am so looking forward to this. This is gonna be like my Monday through Friday stream, like every day for a while. So I'm glad they announced 7.3, and I'm glad it's happening the beginning of August, so that like by September 30th I'll be okay to play something else for a while. Because I am playing this. Fair warning, I am playing this.
Totally valid.
Just a beautiful, beautiful game. To anyone who hasn't played it, play it. Now's a good opportunity. Okay. So I think that's it for this live letter. What are your thoughts quickly? What are you most looking forward to?
I really just want a nice finale for Dawn Trail. So I mean, like, as a big thing, that's pretty much it. For specifics, I would say Deep Dungeon. Like, I am just so excited to try the new Deep Dungeon. That's probably my most exciting thing, even though I'm pretty excited for most everything. How about you, Debbie?
Awesome. Yeah, me too. Maps Deep Dungeon, that's what I'm on pretty much right away. I mean, I'll do the MSQ right away too, just to get it done so there's no spoilers or anything like that. But all about the maps in the Deep Dungeon. That is just so much fun. Just so much fun with a whole bunch of people.
Absolutely.
So it'll fingers crossed that the next PLL will have like a lot more information and get us super hyped for it. What do you think? Are we expecting maybe another Moogle event before 7.3?
Ooh, I don't think it's out of the cards. I feel like we're 50-50 just because we're still in the croissant territory. Like we just got croissant. We just got, I should actually say the right name, Occult Crescent. We just got
everyone knows.
The croissant. So I don't know. I think it's kind of a toss-up.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I already feel like there's too much to do, but you never know.
Someone will say there's not enough to do. Somewhere.
What are you guys looking forward to? Let us know in the comments below, and we will discuss next week. Maybe I'll put up a poll. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Pyra, for joining me in this conversation. There is a lot going on over the next couple of months, and I'm super excited for it. Yeah. You too?
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed. No, I'm super excited for it. I mean, we're with one chapter kind of coming to a close. It's hard to also not be excited for like what's next.
Yeah.
So like what's post on trail. So I'm trying to like live in the moment a little bit too, and not get too hyped for the next expansion, but like try to like give this expansion its final hurrah of kind of like the core story and kind of the core content, and then look forward to what's to come building up after that.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for watching. You can join us next week for another episode of This Week in Eorzea, where we discuss Final Fantasy XIV news. Same time, same channel. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Love yourself as much as you love others, and we'll see you in game. Bye.